Thanks for visiting my channel and welcome to your life transforming program 10 minutes of divine turnaround. This time around we'll be talking on a very crucial topic, and that is how to command your day, how to take control of your day, how to establish your victory in the morning. That is the kind of prayer every child of God is supposed to pray when you get up in the morning. In the Bible, there was this guy, Job. He was a faithful servant of God. He was the richest man in the East. But in one day, calamity struck and he lost everything. Coupled to that, his health was attacked. He was sick. He had sores oozing out pus from the crown of his head onto the soles of his feet. He was sick. He was stinking. Even his wife abandoned him and asked him to curse God and die. Even in that all, he stayed faithful to God. His friends came to give him counsel to prove to him that he might have committed some sin, and that is why he's been punished, because they did not believe that a righteous man should ever go through all what he was going through. So at the end of it all, God broke the silence and spoke to Job. And this is the question he asked Job in Job chapter 38, verse 12 and 13, New King James Version. Job chapter 38, verse 12 and 13, New King James Version. Have you commanded your morning since your days began, and caused the dawn to know its place, that it might take hold of the ends of the earth, and the wicked be shaken out of it? In other words, God was telling Job, I did permit the devil to attack you, but I did not expect you to be altogether vulnerable to that extent, because I have given you the power over all the powers of the enemy, power to tread upon the heads of serpents and scorpions, and over all the powers of the enemy, and nothing shall in any wise hurt you. You should decree a thing and it shall be established, and light shall spring up from your path. But have you commanded your morning since your days began? For this number of years that you've lived, have you ever known that you could command your day? You could tell how your day, you could dictate how your day goes. You could take charge of your own life and direct your own destiny. I expected you to be in control, to be in charge, despite the fact that the enemy came, the devil came and asked for permission to attack you. I didn't expect you to be altogether vulnerable, because you could cause the dawn to know its place. You can tell the dawn to know its place in your life, in your business, in your family. You could tell the dawn to get hold of the ends of the earth, so that the wicked might be shaken off. I want you to understand that the devil is the prince of darkness. And the easiest way to overcome darkness is light. So when you command the dawn to know its place in your life, as light comes in, darkness disappears. As light comes in, the devil becomes powerless. Light disarms him. He could only operate in darkness. The problem why a lot of us Christians, we suffer calamities, it is because of lack of knowledge. In the book of Hosea, he says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. A lot of us fail because despite all our struggles, we are merely struggling in the dark. That is why a lot of Christians struggle but have nothing to show for their struggles, because all their struggles is under closed heavens. Unless your heavens are open, it doesn't matter how much you struggle, all your struggles will end in futility. Until your victory is established in the spirit realm, you cannot be victorious in the physical. Until your dominion is established in the realms of the spirit, you will live like a victim in the physical. The reality of life is not physical, it is spiritual. The reality of life is spiritual. It is the spiritual that controls the physical. Nothing happens in the physical unless it has been permitted in the spiritual. It is the transactions, the deliberations that take place between the forces of the spirit world that decide how life goes on in the physical. And unless your victory has been established in the spirit realm, you cannot succeed in the physical. The sun shines physically for everyone, but it doesn't shine spiritually for everyone. So when we are talking about commanding the morning, it is not the physical morning. The physical morning comes naturally, but the spiritual morning, the spiritual dawn, depends on your command. Have you commanded the morning since your days began and caused the dawn to know its place? There is a place for the dawn. It is in your life. Tell him to know its place. When the sun shines, so shall I shine. As the sun shines, so shall I shine in my business, in my health, in my marriage, in all that I lay my hands on to do. As the sun shines, so shall I shine. Let the day spring from on high know its place in my life. Let it get hold of the ends of the earth, and let the wicked be shaken out of it. Let the wicked be shaken out of my life. Let the wicked be shaken out of my body. Let the wicked be shaken out of my business, out of the life of my children. Let the sun of righteousness arise over my life with healing in its wings. This is not the physical sun. It is the spiritual sun. Have you commanded your morning since your day? This is the reason why a lot of us, we struggle. How do you know that you are operating in the dark? When opportunities pass you by, when everything you do fails, when you cannot tell your way, you seem confused. It is just like when there is blackout and you step into a room without light. You stumble on things. You trip on things. You fall. You hurt yourself. You are in from one accident to another. Anything can hurt you. Anything can harm you. You're not safe. You're not safe in the dark. Child of God, your safety is only when light comes. Your prosperity is only when light comes. Your victory is only when light comes. And that can only be possible if you command the morning to dawn. Command your morning to dawn. And let the dawn, let the day spring visit your life. Get hold of the ends of the earth. Shake off every obstacle, every obstruction. Shake off every wickedness, every darkness, every sickness. Shake off everything that God has has not ordained for you. He has given us the power. That is how you take charge of your success. That is how you take charge of your victory. That's how you take charge of your day. This is the responsibility of every child of God. God will not do for you what He has already given you the power to do. He is giving you the power. That's why He came to Job. He asked Job, have you commanded your morning? I can't do it for you. I've given you the power to do it. You could do that for yourself. Child of God, we are not at any disadvantage. We are not victims. We are not at the mercy of the forces of darkness. God did not place us at the mercy of the forces of darkness. He did not ordain our lives to be hanging on the thread of chance. Joshua, in a battle, he realized that he was overcoming his enemies. But if the sun should set without him having completely demolished his enemies, he will not be able to secure the victory for that day. So he prayed and commanded the sun to stand still, and the sun stood still. That was in the old covenant. Today, God is just simply expecting you to command the sun to shine spiritually in your own life. That's no big deal. Elijah shut the windows of the heavens, put the key in his pocket, and went on a journey. For 3.5 years, there was no rain because one man said there will be no rain. Jesus could speak to the storms. They will hear him because God has given us dominion over the elements of nature, over the natural world, over the physical world. Man was created for dominion. When God created man, He blessed man. He said, let them be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, subdue it, and have dominion. Subdue means to bring everything under your subjection, to exercise dominance, dominion, control. We have control over life. We have control over life. We are not victims. That is how you establish your victory, your success in the land of the living. Remember, unless your success has been established, settled in the spirit realm, you cannot succeed in the physical. Unless you have prevailed with light. When you bring light, darkness disappears. Light is more offensive than darkness. When you put out the light, the whole house is dark. But when you put on the light, darkness runs out. When you open your window shades at night, it is not darkness that rushes into your house, but the light casts its influence on the darkness, because light is stronger than darkness. Light is more offensive than darkness. It is yours to operate in light. Start to command your days. When you get up in the morning, you pray, I command my morning to dawn. Let the day spring from on high visit my life. Let it know its place in my life, in my marriage, in my business, in my family, in my body. Let the Son of Righteousness arise over my life with healing in His wings. As the sun shines, so shall I shine. I prosper in all I do. I will not be confused. I will not grope in the dark. I will know my way. I have insight. I have revelation to operate in this day. I establish my victory. He said, when you shall command a thing and it shall be established. I command prosperity. I command open heavens. I command victory. I walk in dominion. I walk in power. I walk in victory this day in the name of Jesus. Let every obstacle on my way bow in the name of Jesus. That is how you establish your victory. How wish we had enough time to engage in real prayers. Thank you for now. See you next time. Stay blessed.